He's one of the true legends of comedy. From 30 Rock to The Last OG, Tracy Morgan has been making audiences laugh for decades. But after surviving a devastating car crash that changed his life forever, how is this larger-than-life star living today? With a net worth estimated at $70 million in 2025, Tracy Morgan isn't just living big, he's living legendary. He owns a jaw-dropping $14 million mansion in New Jersey, where he recovered after the accident, and cruises around in a $2 million Bugatti that hardly even makes a dent in his fortune. So how does Tracy Morgan really spend his millions? What's life like inside his incredible mega mansion? And what's the real story behind his relationships, from heartbreak to healing? Stick around, because we're about to take you inside Tracy Morgan's world of comedy, luxury, and unforgettable style. What is Tracy Morgan's net worth? According to Celebrity Net Worth, Tracy Morgan is worth an impressive $70 million. But his journey into comedy didn't begin until tragedy pushed him there. A friend once told him, "Yo, Tracy, man, you should be doing comedy." Just a week later, that friend was killed, and Tracy took it as a sign to follow his advice. As Tracy told NPR, the more his success grew, the stronger his survivor's guilt became. He struggled to understand why he made it out while so many of his friends didn't. Still, stand-up opened doors, allowing him to move to a slightly better place in the Bronx. Everything changed when he landed his first big TV break on Martin, which paved the way for even bigger opportunities. After appearing on Uptown Comedy Club, a sketch show filmed in Harlem, Saturday Night Live invited him to audition, and he beat out none other than Stephen Colbert for a spot. Tracy joined the SNL cast in 1996, bringing to life iconic characters like Brian Fellow, Astronaut Jones, and Dominican Lou. He stayed with the show until 2003 before trying his luck with The Tracy Morgan Show. Although that series only lasted one season, it freed him up for what became a career-defining role on 30 Rock. And for that, fans are forever grateful. His time spoofing on SNL earned him an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series in 2009, and he also hosted Scare Tactics around the same time. While it's true that SNL salaries don't match Hollywood blockbusters, veteran cast members can still earn well over $300,000 per year, so Tracy's run from 1996 to 2003 definitely paid the bills. Movie roles and his own sitcom kept the money rolling in, but 30 Rock was a true jackpot. By 2012, Forbes estimated Tracy was making $2.2 million a year on the show. His voice role in Rio 2, 2014, brought in even more, $5 million for far less work. After surviving his near-fatal crash, Forbes reported that Morgan's net worth was around $18 million in 2015. Thanks to a massive legal settlement and a successful comeback show, his fortune has skyrocketed ever since. 2014 traffic collision and lawsuit. On June 7, 2014, Tracy Morgan was riding in a Mercedes Sprinter minibus when a devastating crash changed his life forever. Around 1 a.m., while traveling north on the New Jersey Turnpike near Cranberry, the vehicle was struck from behind by a Walmart tractor trailer, setting off a chain reaction accident involving 6 vehicles. Morgan was returning from a show at Dover Downs Hotel and Casino in Delaware as part of his Turn It Funny stand-up tour, accompanied by fellow comedians including Harris Stanton, his assistant, and 2 limousine company employees. Tragically, the crash killed his close friend and collaborator, 62-year-old comedian James McNair, known as Jimmy Mack. Morgan was airlifted to Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital in New Brunswick, suffering from a broken femur, broken nose, multiple broken ribs, and a traumatic brain injury. He underwent surgery on his leg the next day, June 8th. By June 20th, he was moved to a rehab facility to continue recovering and was finally discharged on July 12, 2014. The truck driver, Kevin Roper of Georgia, pleaded not guilty to charges of death by auto and 4 counts of assault by auto. Investigators said Roper had been awake for more than 24 hours and was nearly at the legal driving limit of 14 hours on duty and 11 hours behind the wheel. He allegedly dozed off before slamming into the back of Morgan's vehicle. A month later, Morgan filed a negligence lawsuit against Walmart, arguing that the company knew or should have known Roper hadn't slept in over a day. The suit claimed Walmart had forced Roper to drive about 750 miles from his home in Georgia to a distribution center in Delaware before even starting his shift, ignoring closer alternatives. Morgan filed the case on behalf of himself, comedian Artie Fuqua, his assistant Jeffrey Malaya, and Malaya's wife Krista, who was 8 months pregnant at the time and claimed loss of consortium due to her husband's injuries. Walmart tried to shift some blame back on Morgan and the others, arguing in court that they hadn't worn seatbelts. Morgan's legal team denied this, pointing out that the police report did not cite seatbelts as a factor, and that the driver had already been charged with vehicular homicide. By October 2014, Tracy was still in rehabilitation and could only take a few steps with help, often relying on a wheelchair. In May 2015, Walmart settled the lawsuit for a reported $90 million. Morgan made his first public appearance after the crash on June 1, 2015, speaking to Matt Lauer on Today. He was clear and emotional, but admitted he had no memory of the crash and still struggled with headaches and occasional memory loss. In September 2015, he made a surprise appearance at the Primetime Emmy Awards, receiving a standing ovation, and went on to host Saturday Night Live in October. By 2016, Morgan said on Conan that he had forgiven Roper and no longer felt anger about what happened. Roper accepted a plea deal that spared him jail time, but included probation, community service, and fines. Tracy later turned the painful experience into comedy, sharing his story and poking fun at the Walmart lawsuit in his 2017 Netflix special, Staying Alive, while reflecting on the long road of hospitalization, rehab, and recovery. So how Tracy Morgan is spending his $70 million net worth. Inside Tracy Morgan's $14 million mansion. In 2015, just over a year after the crash, Tracy married his longtime partner, Megan Woolover, and together they have a daughter, Maven, born in 2013. Hoping to give his family a place to heal, he bought a stunning $13.9 million mansion in Alpine, New Jersey, in October 2015, where he continued his recovery away from the spotlight. The 22,000-square-foot home has become a safe haven. Tracy told reporters in 2019, "A big part of my life is lived publicly, so my privacy means everything to me. I like to be home with my wife and my daughter." He envisioned the mansion staying in the family for generations. Morgan put his personality into every inch of the property, working with designer Michael Corrales to renovate it from top to bottom. It's a modern, elegant space with extraordinary features, including a fish tank pool table with 2 alligator gar, a 20,000-gallon backyard shark tank for his 8 pet sharks, and huge fish tanks throughout the house. Entertainment options are endless, with a home movie theater, a basketball court, a bowling alley, an arcade, an outdoor pool, and even an elevator to get around. Tracy Morgan's $2 million New Jersey home. After moving into a jaw-dropping 21,000-square-foot colonial-style mansion in Alpine, New Jersey back in 2015, Saturday Night Live alum Tracy Morgan has decided it's time to let go of another of his properties, his still luxurious but more modest home in nearby Cresskill. Originally listed for $2.248 million, Morgan has since lowered the asking price to $1.998 million, which is just under the $2.11 million he paid for it in 2011, according to Variety. Built in the 1980s, the 4,485-square-foot residence sits on nearly an acre of land and backs up to a 6-acre preserve, giving it an extra touch of privacy and greenery. Though it may not match the Alpine mansion's over-the-top grandeur, this Cresskill home is still fit for a celebrity. A tree-lined circular driveway leads to a marble-floored entrance hall and a dramatic floating staircase made of wood. The living room boasts cathedral ceilings, mahogany floors, and a massive double-height stone fireplace that instantly commands attention. Other standout features include 28-foot vaulted ceilings with skylights, a gourmet kitchen with granite countertops and custom cabinetry, plus a nearby laundry area and a staff bedroom and bath. Upstairs, the second floor holds a pair of guest rooms, an additional bedroom, and a master suite complete with an envy-worthy 400-square-foot walk-in closet. Downstairs, the finished basement is a true showstopper. It includes a sauna, a climate-controlled wine cellar, a media room, a carpeted gym, and a spare bedroom and bathroom. And of course, it once famously housed Morgan's jaw-dropping $400,000, 3,500-gallon shark tank. Definitely worth a mention. Outside, the amenities are just as impressive. There's a 3-car garage with a Tesla charging station, a backyard pool and spa, a built-in fire pit, and even a playground for kids. While it may not match the scale of Morgan's Alpine estate, this Cresskill home is a perfect blend of style, luxury, and comfort. A true reflection of Tracy Morgan's larger-than-life personality. Inside Tracy Morgan's jaw-dropping car collection. Tracy Morgan doesn't just have a taste for luxury homes. He's also a serious car enthusiast with a fleet of jaw-dropping rides that reflect his larger-than-life personality. With a net worth estimated at $70 million, the comedian has put together a garage that would make even the most seasoned collectors jealous. One of the crown jewels of Morgan's car collection is his $2 million Bugatti Veyron, a hypercar that made headlines in 2019 when it was involved in a minor fender bender just minutes after he drove it off the lot. The Bugatti boasts a top speed of over 250 mph and is one of the fastest and most expensive production cars in the world. For Morgan, it's a symbol of resilience, a reward to himself after years of recovering from his near-fatal 2014 car accident. Alongside the Bugatti, Morgan owns a Rolls-Royce drop-head coupe valued at approximately $500,000. This stunning convertible is the height of handcrafted British elegance, with its flawless leather interior and whisper-quiet ride. It's the perfect match for Morgan's high-profile lifestyle and love of luxury. Tracy is also known to cruise around in a Lamborghini Aventador worth around $450,000. With its aggressive styling and roaring V12 engine, the Lambo is a showstopper wherever it goes, turning heads with the same power Tracy commands on stage. Not stopping there, Morgan has also invested in a Bentley Continental GT, priced at about $250,000. The Continental balances performance and comfort with ease, featuring a powerful W12 engine and a beautifully detailed cabin, ideal for the comedian's family road trips or high-profile red carpet arrivals. And let's not forget Morgan's Mercedes G-Class SUV, a $150,000 luxury tank known for its rugged capability and celebrity status appeal. It suits Tracy's personality perfectly, tough, unstoppable, and ready for any challenge. Together, Tracy Morgan's car collection easily exceeds $3 million. Tracy Morgan's extravagant taste. Inside his luxury watches, jewelry, and designer wardrobe. Tracy Morgan is no stranger to living large. With a net worth topping $70 million, the comedian has made a name for himself not only on the stage and screen, but also as a connoisseur of luxury, from cars and mansions to his absolutely show-stopping personal style. Morgan's taste for the finer things extends to his collection of luxury watches, eye-catching jewelry, and a designer wardrobe that rivals any A-lister in Hollywood. Let's start with his watch collection. Tracy Morgan is a known fan of Rolex, proudly showing off a classic Rolex Daytona valued around $40,000. With its sleek design and powerful heritage in motorsports, it's no wonder the Daytona is a staple in his rotation. Morgan has also been seen sporting a Patek Philippe Nautilus, an ultra-luxury piece known for its elegant yet sporty style, worth at least $100,000, depending on its configuration. For red carpet events, Morgan often chooses his Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore, which carries a price tag north of $60,000 and features a bold, masculine design that pairs well with his charismatic personality. These watches aren't just about keeping time. They are status symbols that reflect Morgan's hard-earned success. When it comes to jewelry, Tracy is all about bold statements. He's frequently spotted with heavy gold chains, including a Cuban link chain that reportedly cost him around $75,000. The comedian also wears a diamond-encrusted pendant with his initials TM, estimated at $30,000. Tracy's collection of diamond earrings alone is valued at nearly $10,000, adding another layer of shine to his unmistakable style. Even his wedding bands, both past and present, are made from platinum with diamond settings, easily costing upwards of $15,000 each. Morgan's love of jewelry goes beyond tradition. He owns a unique diamond-studded bracelet worth an estimated $20,000 and multiple gold rings, each valued between $5,000 and $12,000. Altogether, his jewelry stash is likely worth well over $200,000, cementing him as one of comedy's flashiest stars. Then there's Tracy Morgan's wardrobe, which is a playground of high-end designer pieces. Known for his flamboyant and playful fashion sense, Morgan frequently sports Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Versace. A custom-tailored Louis Vuitton bomber jacket he wore to a premiere was reported to cost about $5,000, while his Gucci suits can run anywhere from $3,500 to $7,000 each, depending on the details. He also owns several pairs of Christian Louboutin dress shoes, which retail for around $1,200 per pair, adding a signature pop of style to any look. On top of that, Morgan is a sneaker enthusiast. He's been seen in rare pairs of Air Jordans and Yeezys, with some valued at $2,000 or more on the resale market. He has even joked that his sneaker collection has its own zip code because of how many pairs he's amassed. For casual wear, Tracy sticks with luxury too. Even his t-shirts are from designers like Balenciaga and Givenchy, where a single shirt can cost $500 or more. Accessories, like his Fendi sunglasses, around $400, and Burberry scarves, about $800, put the finishing touches on his head-to-toe high-end style. Tracy Morgan's 4 children with his 2 ex-wives. Tracy Morgan has walked down the aisle more than once in his life. Back in 1987, while still in high school, he met his first wife, Sabina, at a New York Yankees game. According to The New Yorker, he struck up a conversation with her, and they quickly became a couple. Sabina, who was 4 years older than Tracy, already had 2 young children, Malcolm and Benji. After moving in together, the couple welcomed a son of their own, Tracy Jr., and married a few years later. Tracy eventually adopted Malcolm and Benji, raising them as if they were his own. However, in August 2009, Tracy filed for divorce, though the couple had already been separated for about 8 years. Tragically, Sabina passed away from cancer in 2016, a loss that still weighs on Tracy's heart. While hosting the 2019 ESPY Awards, he paid tribute to her, telling Entertainment Weekly, "My ex-wife passed away from cancer 3 years ago, so when I go on that stage, that will be for my ex-wife. That will be for everyone who passed away from cancer. I'm taking a lot of people on that stage with me that night. I have to do something on this earth before I leave here, and I want to champion that cause." After separating from Sabina, Tracy had a brief relationship with musician Tanisha Hall, who even donated a kidney to him in December 2010. Tracy revealed this on the red carpet at the 2011 SAG Awards, although they had already gone their separate ways by then. In 2011, Tracy's life took another turn when he met model Megan Woolover on a blind date. They hit it off right away and got engaged, keeping the news quiet for about 6 months before Tracy announced it during the Emmys red carpet in September 2011. The couple welcomed their daughter, Maven Soné, on July 2, 2013, and tied the knot on August 23, 2015. Unfortunately, their marriage didn't last. In July 2020, Megan filed for divorce after nearly 5 years together. Tracy released a statement through his spokesperson confirming the news. Sadly, after nearly 5 years of marriage, Megan and I are filing for divorce. This is a challenging time for all involved, so I ask that you please respect our privacy. Megan's representative also released a statement, adding that her primary focus was the well-being of their daughter and asking for privacy as the family navigated the difficult moment. Health problems. In 1996, Tracy Morgan was diagnosed with diabetes mellitus, and for years he also struggled with alcoholism. Morgan has openly acknowledged that many of his personal battles were woven into the storylines of 30 Rock, reflecting art imitating life. By December 2010, Morgan's health challenges reached a critical point, and he underwent a kidney transplant due to complications from both his diabetes and his history of alcohol use. Looking back, Morgan admitted that he hadn't taken his diabetes seriously at first, only to realize later that properly managing the disease was literally a matter of life or death. In August 2023, Morgan sparked conversation when he appeared on Today with Hoda and Jenna and responded to a compliment about his healthier appearance by revealing he had been using semaglutide. Then, in March 2024, during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, he joked that he had learned to out-eat Ozempic and had gained 40 pounds, but later clarified that he was only kidding, saying, "Ozempic did great by me, and I was glad to use it." In March 2025, Morgan had another unexpected health scare while courtside at a New York Knicks game at Madison Square Garden. During the matchup against the Miami Heat, he suffered a bout of food poisoning that caused him to vomit near the court and left him with a bloody nose. He kept his sense of humor afterward, posting from the hospital on Instagram. More importantly, the Knicks are now 1-0 when I throw up on the court, so maybe I'll have to break it out again in the playoffs. Legal issues. During a stand-up show in Nashville on June 3, 2011, Tracy Morgan sparked a firestorm after making deeply controversial remarks about homosexuality. Reports quoted him as saying that if his son were gay, he had better talk to him like a man, or else he would pull out a knife and stab him. The backlash was immediate. Morgan apologized soon after, acknowledging that he had gone too far with the joke. NBC Entertainment chief Bob Greenblatt publicly condemned the comments, stating, "I speak for NBC and myself personally when I say we do not condone hate or violence of any kind, and I am pleased to see Tracy Morgan apologizing for recent homophobic remarks in his stand-up appearance." Unfortunately, Tracy's comments reflect negatively on both 30 Rock and NBC, two very inclusive and diverse organizations, and we have made it clear to him that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated. Tina Fey, Morgan's boss on 30 Rock and the show's creator, also addressed the issue, saying she was disturbed by the violent imagery, especially at a time when homophobic hate crimes continue to be a life-threatening issue for the LGBT community. Still, Fey defended Morgan personally, calling him not a hateful man and hoping that his apology would be accepted by his gay and lesbian co-workers. In 2012, Morgan faced another public controversy, this time involving his family. His mother, Alicia Warden, revealed that her Ohio home was in foreclosure after she had been laid off. The home was valued at about $28,000, and she claimed Morgan only offered a one-time $2,000 payment to help, which she declined. Morgan responded with a statement. "I am saddened that these untrue stories about me have people questioning my commitment to my family. For reasons between us, I have not seen my mother in 11 years, and outside of a random call here and there, have had little to no contact with my sister. We all have personal family issues, but I choose to deal with mine in private." After Morgan's near-fatal 2014 car crash, Warden reportedly tried to visit him in the hospital, but was initially turned away by security and by Megan Woolover, who would later become Morgan's wife. The next day, she returned and was allowed a brief 5-minute visit while Morgan was still in a coma. Then, in June 2019, Tracy Morgan made headlines again when he was involved in a fender bender with his brand-new Bugatti Veyron. Video showed him angrily tapping on the other driver's window, shouting, "Bitch, get out of the car!" According to Mercury News, the other driver was left shaken by the encounter. When a CBS News reporter went to Morgan's home to get his side of the story, the comedian answered the door himself but declined to comment. Tracy Morgan's charity work. Tracy Morgan might be best known for his unforgettable roles in Saturday Night Live, 30 Rock, and The Last OG, but behind the laughter and headlines, he's also dedicated a significant part of his life to giving back. Despite often keeping his philanthropy low profile, Morgan has supported various causes, contributed large sums, and lent his voice to organizations that align with his personal journey and values. One of Tracy Morgan's most notable charitable focuses is healthcare, particularly in the areas of diabetes awareness and kidney disease, issues he knows firsthand. After being diagnosed with diabetes in 1996 and undergoing a kidney transplant in 2010, Morgan became an advocate for healthy living and organ donation. In 2011, he donated $100,000 to the National Kidney Foundation and has participated in multiple fundraisers to promote organ donor awareness. After surviving his horrific 2014 car crash, which left him with life-altering injuries, Morgan committed both time and resources to trauma recovery initiatives. He quietly donated an undisclosed sum to the Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital in New Jersey, where he received life-saving care. Additionally, he became involved with the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, supporting spinal cord injury research and rehabilitation efforts. Morgan has also shown generosity toward cancer-related causes, motivated by personal loss. In 2019, while hosting the ESPY Awards, he honored his late ex-wife Sabina, who died of cancer in 2016. That year, he contributed $50,000 to Stand Up to Cancer and partnered with the organization in campaigns to raise awareness about early detection and treatment. Beyond health-related efforts, Tracy Morgan has supported the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and Make-A-Wish Foundation. In 2018, he donated $60,000 to the Boys and Girls Clubs chapter in his native Bronx, helping fund after-school programs, sports leagues, and tutoring services. Morgan has also granted several wishes for children through Make-A-Wish, often inviting them to his shows or sets. What's remarkable is that Tracy rarely seeks the spotlight for his philanthropy. "If I can make someone's day better or help someone survive what I've survived, that's enough for me," he once shared in an interview. While his net worth is estimated at $70 million, it's clear that for Morgan, the real wealth lies in helping others heal, thrive, and laugh again. And that's all for today's video. If you want more stories about Tracy Morgan and other your beloved stars, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay tuned.